Welcome back to the Trials Fusion Track Central Spotlight. I am your host, Attack Slug, and as always, if you have a track you want to see featured on this show, leave it down in the comments below. Only one request last week, that was for a Flappy Bird track from Christy Jones. So there are a number of these here, mostly skill games as you might... Whoa. What the hell's going on there? Okay. Mostly skill games as you might assume. And so we're going to hop into one of the tracks, which is, I guess, the highest rated one, and then one of the... This one here that says iOS skill games. So we'll hop into those. Maybe three, I don't know. But I feel like this particular video series might be coming up to a close here. This is episode like 44, 44, 43, 44, 45, something like that. So maybe I'll go until 50, but considering the amount of views that these have been getting the past couple of weeks, and considering the amount of actual comments requesting tracks these have been getting the past couple of weeks, it might be time to wind it down more or less. So here is this particular... No, this is totally rocking the proper aesthetic, but it's not playing it off as a challenge. It's playing it off as, you know, this is what it looks like, but you're doing it on a bike instead of, you know, being a bird. So this, I give 110% props to this. This is pretty cool. I dig this a lot. Somebody put some actual effort into this shit, and I always appreciate that. And I'm not going to make that. So you got to kind of slow it down here. And then jam on it, and then not make it. What if I just don't touch the gas at all? What if I just let it slide? Because that is certainly a thing with some of these bikes, is to let it slide. No, that is definitely not one of those times. Like the bicycle is one of them. Like the BMX bike is one of them, definitely. There we go. There we go, okay. Oh, that is a very steep incline. That would certainly not happen in the original game for... Oh. The iOS. No, get it. Yup. Saved it. Knowing when and how to feather your... Oh, that's bad. Knowing when and how to feather your gas is an important skill to learn. Also, flipping around in circles is an important skill to learn. So, there's certainly that part of the equation. Finish line. I liked that. That was entertaining to me as someone who does not particularly care about the iOS game. So that one gets a thumbs up. And next up, we'll do this easy skill game from Uimu, or whatever, however the hell you pronounce that fucking name. Emu. He's an emu. I don't fucking know. Let's get into it. But yes, I think it might be about time to wrap up this particular video series. As much as I do enjoy Trials Fusion, and I still enjoy playing it, if, like, nobody's gonna watch it, then kind of what's the point? You know? So, I don't know. That's kind of how I feel about it right now. That could change, but here's hoping that RedLynx, who press R2 or X, RedLynx, who made this game, will, you know, hopefully be making another Trials at some point soon, because it's been, I don't know, it's been what, a year and a half now? Oh, there we go. Year and a half. They have to be working on something, right? Because obviously they did all that DLC. They did six DLC packs, and then a whole the Awesome Level Max, which came out a couple of months ago. But you can't just be having your team do DLC. There has to be, like, a main game. Not necessarily a Trials game, but, you know, a main game in the works somewhere. Something. Ubisoft has to have them doing something. I hope. And then the hard iOS from ELEKTRIKSTORM. And I bet it's pretty similar to the one that we just... Yep! Triangle button to fly. Oh, yes! That is definitely harder. Holy shit. That doesn't give you any... That is zero fucking chill there. Zero fucking chill there. Alright, that's... Well, I get the idea. Good enough. Let's hop into some whatever is currently popular, I suppose. 6. Somebody did 19. That's cool. What is top rated this week? Poker Face. Poker Face is all up in here. So let us get into the nonsense of the extreme, the Team Extreme stuff from Monhun20, Monster Hunter, which you would think would be a game series I'd be interested in, but I just never really got into it. I don't know why. The hunting stuff really I never got into. But you would think, considering the games that I like that have things like animation priority, like, say, you know, the Souls games, that's kind of a similar deal. You know, you're kind of not thinking about, there's like, you know, things like lock-on are not as big of a thing as being your positioning, and I want to say I've talked about this before on this show, so when I start repeating myself is when it becomes a problem. But there was a thing that I wanted to mention that I forgot to mention the week that I missed doing an episode here, and that was the continuing adventures of the branch on these trees out front that I talked about a long time ago. It was back in the summer, where the tree, it was summer, fall, whatever. The tree lost a branch, and then, or no, we've been trying to get the neighbors to cut this tree. We've been trying to get the association to have this tree cut down, right? That was fucked. That was fucked. And our hippy dippy tree hugging neighbors across the street are like, no, that tree survived Superstorm Sandy. It needs to be there. Even though the tree experts have said, no, this tree's dying. Like, the people who run the tree stuff here are like, no, it's dying, right? So that whole thing happened. And then it didn't get cut down. It's still sitting there. It's still sitting in front of this window, right? So, oh, frame rate, what the fuck? So, I had the story that I had on one of these videos where a tree, a branch fell off. Like, legit just fell off because obviously the tree's dying. Branch fell off, and I was in the middle of doing something, and then so I didn't immediately go to get a picture of that, and then by 20 minutes later went out there and it was gone, right? So I've told that story. So the update is we had a snowstorm like week before last, and it wasn't that big snowstorm. It was like after that big snowstorm, but we had like, you know, a couple of inches of whatever, and 2 more branches. 2 more branches fell off this tree that survived Superstorm Sandy and needs to be there. So, more messages to our lovely association that runs things around here. And, like, look, this tree is dying, so please send in the men with the chainsaws to take it down. And screw whatever those freaking hippies across the street think. Is whatever. I've heard enough stories about them, about how they used to feed all this. There used to be before I moved here, there used to be a stray cat problem, and apparently that was because they were feeding the cats. Oh, come on, just give it to me. I'll give it one more honest shot before I just say fuck this track, because it's not that I can't do it, and it's not that I couldn't ever do it, like, but in this context, in front of a camera, it's probably not gonna happen. Oh, we're done. I'm good. I'm not that good. Anyway, moving along. Let's hit a big drop. Big drop! And see what Big Drop has to offer in terms of Trials Fusion. Got a bunch of invites here, but I'm recording, so, you know, that's not gonna happen. It's the weekend, and when you're on the weekend here, at least for me, when I'm more than happy to add anybody who wants to add themselves to my friends list, the problem is when you're sitting there and you sign on, and there are like 500 people who are online, your invites start blowing up, and it's like, look, if I'm on the PS4, either I'm recording something or I'm preparing something for Grim to play on Tuesday, and that's pretty much the case today, where I played, you know, if I'm playing wrestling, it's because I'm recording a video, but if I'm not playing wrestling, like I've been playing some Far Cry Primal, that means that I am certainly getting it ready for Grim on Tuesday. And I don't know, I might do a live stream-ish of Far Cry Primal at some point. Maybe not, I don't know. I feel like I should, just to explain that game, I mean, it's okay, but it's not what I was hoping it was going to be. This is, like, I was hoping it'd be more like Blood Dragon was, but that's not the case. It's clearly not the case. This is actually harder than it looks. So you want to actually get here flat so you can actually stop. And then, my friends, you want to do this. Alright, so I definitely had to hit the gas there full bore, because otherwise it's not going to... That was too much. That was too much! Oh! Nope. Nope, nope, nope. This is bad luck today. It's bad luck today. There we go. Alright, so. Big drop. Big drop! Is this the only bite? I don't know. That's funny. That's funny. Okay, F this track. Maybe, like, it wouldn't let me choose a bike besides the Roach, and the Roach is the worst bike, so perhaps there'll be a different bike on the other... Hold on, let me just go look. Just to... Nope, you can only use the starting... Or no, the second bike. The Roach. Whatever. What the hell ever. Let us hit up the path. The path! The path! And see what... I'll see. Now, somebody here is... Or, they've changed the thing here where it actually says... It said, who created it on what system. There. Created by Shiznit57 Xbox One. So that, all the FusionShared stuff is from other platforms, like the PC, Xbox One. So that's important to know. But here is the path, and we're already botching it. Already botching it like Sin Cara. We'll see if we can get through this particular track before we wrap things up for today. And we'll see how this video does on a fine Sunday afternoon. And if it continues to not particularly perform well, then I might have to replace it with something else on Sundays. I don't know. I haven't thought that through yet, as I don't think a lot of things through. Oh, no, gotta go over that. I tend to do shit when I feel like doing shit. And if it doesn't pan out, it doesn't pan out. That was a very short track. I'm doing something else besides that. UKR. It was cool. I'm sure playing it, you know, for the Platinum was probably a lot of fun to design, but, you know, I'm just sitting here playing it on a blind playthrough, as all of these are on blind playthroughs. Let's do Around the Rock. Around the Rock says... The Rock says get around him. Pit Viper. Medium track, though. Oh, a bunch of emails. You know what's been getting, like, I'm trying not to get mad about it, but the amount of times that people hit up my PS4 gamertag and send me a message asking if I'm the real Attack Slug, and, like, I literally have a website saying that, you know, this is, you know, all of my gamer tags. What gets on my nerves is people who are like, prove it. Like, the people who don't believe that website, people who don't, like, I don't have time to sit here and prove that I am who I say I am, because it's not that hard to look it up. Like, literally that link, that Are You Real link, is A, on my website, B, linked to in my Twitter bio, C, linked to in my YouTube profile. Like, it's not hard to figure out that I'm the originator of this name, and obviously I got it from Earthbound, but in terms of social media, outside of not having it on Instagram, I pretty much have it everywhere else. Like, that's just... I did that, like, 2007 on a lot of those things. So, that's fucking octopus? What is that? Sea creature? That's awesome. Big-ass eye. Cool shit. Okay. Anyway, it's happened, like, 4 times this weekend, and I'm kind of just like, look, I don't want to be, you know, an asshole about it, but... Like, how many times do I have to say, yes, this account, the name of this account has appeared on this particular, like, on this particular channel, in video form. Like, if you watch the videos, you've probably seen my gamertag in the videos. If that's not proof enough, I don't know what to tell you. I seriously don't. Anyway... That's going to do it for this week's Trials Fusion Track Central Spotlight. I am your host, Attack Slug, the real one. Because certainly, believe me, nobody is bored enough to impersonate me, and I assure you, there is no money in doing so. Believe me, I would know. So, if you have a track you want to see on this show, it's in this game, leave it in the comments, and I'll see what I can do next week. But until then, until next time, every day, more videos. I'm Attack Slug. Thanks for watching, and I'm out.